Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros. What a fun way to spend a Saturday afternoon, right? Yep. How's it going, Alex?
Good. Thank you for having us.
So, a couple of songs there live from your new album, which brings me to my first question. Person A or persona? So the album is lowercase person with a capital A at the end.
Yeah, it's just to confuse everybody.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. So I was actually scared to ask you, and then I thought, you know what? Why just go ahead?
Persona, I call it. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He calls
He
it
calls it person A.
So there's already discord within the band.
Yeah.
To my mind, listening to the record, Alex, knowing that you moved pretty recently to New Orleans, the album sounds, certainly from the two songs we just heard there, is dripping in New Orleans. Do you think it's seeped into your sound, or was that influence always there, or did you even notice that was happening? Because it sounds like the Preservation Jazz Hall band here, you know? The Preservation Hall.
They're touring with us.
Yeah.
Well, I think that it was a bit more gradual than it sounded, yeah. I think it was sort of brewing for a while. I think just being in New Orleans had that effect. But, also we wrote this album largely as a unit and didn't bring anything, or tried not to bring ideas that pre-existed the recording session. So we'd just be in there with no ideas, and then we'd just start. And I think that also, obviously colored the way that the whole thing sounds and the way that it was written and all that. So, and yeah, we were in New Orleans doing that, so.
And you lived there, a few of you lived there, right? Not the whole band.
Well, I knew that once I moved there, and I kind of convinced them to record there that, I haven't got the rest of them yet, but I got enough, I got a good 4 of them already.
Well, it's one of the greatest cities in the world, so I don't know why you're taking your time moving there.
Well, because it's going to go underwater in a little while.
Perhaps. So I wanted to ask you guys are in the middle of your tour, and you're at the Greek tonight in Berkeley, but you played recently in North Carolina, and bands like Pearl Jam and Bruce Springsteen decided not to play there to kind of protest the discriminatory LGBT laws. Yet Mumford & Sons and bands such as yourselves chose to play there in order to send a message and to say something. You guys did something pretty special, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I had a friend who came to our show just prior at Virginia, and he's a VP at PETA, and him and his boyfriend got married in Vegas a little while back, and I didn't get to go, and I was like, well, we're playing North Carolina. What if you renew your vows on stage, And that law, I don't know if everybody knows, but that law is not just about bathrooms. You literally cannot take a discrimination case against or having to do with a protected minority to state court at all. You have to go to federal court now, and that's baked into that bill, and that's the worst part, really. Anyway, so I said something like, my friends want to get remarried. The crowd's like, yeah, and but then they come out and they're 2 dudes, Yeah. So the crowd did this thing. We didn't know how they were going to act, but it was like just a chaos of joy. It sounded like just this relief.
That's
or
awesome.
Relief. Yeah. Yeah, it was cool. And then afterwards, they're like, we've never had that before. They thought it was going to feel like very, sort of like rebellious and whatnot, but it was just this overwhelming sort of sense of love.
Was there any trepidation on their part?
Yeah,
The
they were
couple?
nervous as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were very nervous. I mean, they were like, yeah, it was cool though.
Yeah, but that's cool. I mean, and people can protest the law in any way they want, and I think you guys did it in a very positive way.
Yeah, well, it was fun. It was all them, really. But, thankfully they were there.
And tonight at the Greek, I read on Facebook, I don't know if it was you said it, someone in the band said playing at the Greek in Berkeley is one of your favorite venues.
Well, yeah. Are you kidding?
Well, I was
you seen that place?
It's awesome, right?
I was there last night watching Bob Dylan play, and it was just like, this place is just the best, man.
So it was Bob Dylan and Mavis Staples last night. How was that?
Well, I only got for the second part of the Bob Dylan, but they saw the whole thing.
Yeah, Mavis was amazing.
Mavis was
Thumbs
amazing.
up?
Yeah.
So
And
now-
Bob. I thought Bob was amazing. Yeah. Blown in the wind.
Hard act
Like
to
a Rolling
follow.
Stone.
Hard act to follow, right?
Yeah, he sings it all. He sings it different, that's for sure. But yeah, it's good. Yeah, hard act to follow, sure. Yeah.
Well, we've loved having you here. You just sound amazing. Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros, thanks again
Thanks.
for coming to the Levi's Lounge. And you're going to leave us with No Love?
Yes, I'm gonna leave you with no love.